everyone. I know I have not been on for a long time. I really couldn't even tell you when the last time I've been on. But I'm here quickly to just to get on and to let you guys know I'm doing good. And just got a lot of things I'm trying to accomplish. And so right now, I just wanted to go on over a topic, and also my spiritual work. I would like to also share that, because people are really acting like that doesn't matter. It do matter. So anyway, right now the topic is on making changes and seeing the change being successful. Right now we have a lot of people that want to change, but they're not putting no motivation in making change. Don't make excuses for what's going on in the world. Don't make excuses for your family. Don't make excuses for others. It starts with you. How are you going to make that change for your life? I have went to California for 2 weeks, and I felt so refreshed coming from California. Yes, California really have the fire problem, but not where I was. I would just say it was beautiful. I did this for me, and as you all know, especially the ones that are really my true viewers, know that my girl's no longer with me anymore. So that was another reason why I went to California. Didn't want to be somewhere where it didn't connect to her spiritually and physically. Mine and her connection was mostly by water, always. So I made sure every hotel I stayed at had a swimming pool. And then my last hotel, I was able to go to the beach. I probably was laughing at myself saying 1 hour, really. There was a no choice situation. The time I got there was a little late, and I know, especially if you haven't been in California for a while, you forget how quickly it gets dark and stuff like that. I was just kind of worried, just didn't want that to happen. But what I'm trying to get across is changes gotta be made by you. No one can make the change for you. I can understand if you have children and you're making change for your children. That's a whole another thing we're talking about. In the same way with for elders that are relying on someone to take care of them. That's a whole nother type of change. Change really got to start with you. And I just feel that a lot of people ignore changes. You only got 3 months left. Is that right? 3 months left. Yeah, October, November, December. You only got 3 months left of this year. My goal right now is to be successful in everything. My health, my money, my spirituality, you name it. I don't want nothing to ruin that. So I feel like if you guys are serious about your change, you will do something about it. But if you're not taking that serious, what you guys expect? Like I said, I already know I haven't been on here in a long time, but this was the month of my partner's 1 year since she's been gone. And it was also our anniversary, so I didn't feel ready to be on the video clip. But right now I do feel it's time to start getting back on here and sharing these type of topics and what is my spiritual work. Before I go to that area, I want to just point one thing to all of you. Change has to be made by you. It can't be someone else doing it for you. That's simple as that. If you want to see change, you have to make it happen. And you got to figure out and analyze how you're going to make that happen. And it can be done. You just got to think how to do it and analyze it. Figure it out. Figure out where you want to go with this. Change can be done. It's got to start with you. And also, if we think positive about our future, how we want to succeed this last 3 months of the year, we're going to see something successful. Don't let this COVID-19 be a sad situation. It can be something you can change the way it is. I'm not going to limit myself over the COVID-19. I didn't. I still wore my mask. I didn't worry about it. I still went to California. I still saw my family. I still washed my hands. I was being safe. It can be you too. If you want to see something successful and change, you gotta make it. You gotta do it on your own. Don't expect it from anyone else. Gotta start with you. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is my spiritual work. And before I begin on that, I want to say, because of the COVID-19, everybody thought they know spiritual work. You only really know it if you experience it over time. You really don't know something unless you have really experienced it over time. And when I say that, means you've really been doing the work, you have seen results, you have had other spiritualists giving you some tips, regardless if they're friends, family, Christian this, whatever. You can't be saying you know this stuff very well. I don't want to hear anyone tell me, oh, you think you know your stuff. And I'm not saying anyone's saying that to me now, but I'm hearing, and every time I get on YouTube, I tend to see that, and I'm saying, I wouldn't chase none of y'all. Particularly, I know one I would chase, but I don't necessarily have to. All I gotta do is pick up my phone and just call that person. At the end of that story. But what I'm trying to get across is, be real. You want to spend your money on something that someone who barely know what they're talking about, or using Google for spiritual stuff, or getting small tips from someone else. I want someone, if someone's going to give me any information on that, they better know their stuff. Way out there. They better know their stuff. I want you to tell me something and you have never experienced, or you get recently experiencing it. That doesn't work with me. I've been doing this since a child. It's just the difference was, for me, was I didn't realize what I was doing was part of the spiritual world. Okay. That doesn't mean you didn't know what you're doing. You know, one thing I can tell you, the truth on it, prayer really works if you believe in your faith. I hate to ask someone to pray for me and they already got doubts in them. She don't need this prayer. Well, then you put a negative out on negative, and you messing up my faith in prayer. See, I'm strong in the prayer, and I know how to get prayer to be successful. You can't work with one prayer to see this being successful. Unless you're just talking about a small, very small success. To really see a result, you almost have to do 3 days prayer. And when I say 3 days, doesn't mean 3 days only. It's just saying that you will be doing 3 days worth of prayer. I generally want to make sure you guys understand that. In general, you will see 3 days prayer. And how many times you need to pray in that day. Now I'm being cheap this time because no one has been contacting me because they act like my work is not successful. And I will send another video on that because I believe people forgetting that you really believe in seeing your results. You will do everything you can to see the result being successful. And it does work. You got to believe it yourself. And once you give it to someone else to pray for you about it, you got to make sure that person's spirit and soul is right. That's why I don't really ask for people to pray for me. I don't want no negative turning against me. Because you might be hurting my spirit. You might be blocking my blessing. You gotta think about that. I love when people get on Facebook. Oh, I need all my prayer warriors to pray for me. Do you know if all your people that prays for you, are they in the right mind when they're praying for you?